How are you?
Good. Sorry, I was in a meeting, running late. I'm running crazy today.
I could only imagine what your schedule is like. That's why I was like, I'll wait, because I know you said 4-ish, and it wasn't an exact time, so I
And I
dedicated.
happened to look at my phone. I didn't put the reminder in my phone. I set for a 4 a.m. reminder instead of 4 p.m., which didn't help me either. But anyhow, I'm here now, so it's okay.
That's right. So I wanted to get you on the line and just talk about your fabulous shoe collection, because we see it on the show, we love it, and I know you're a shoe girl, and I just wanted to talk to you about it. So, like, how did
I'm
you...
obsessed with shoes.
Huh?
I'm obsessed with shoes, like absolutely obsessed with them. I think that you can just wear a tank top and jeans, but you gotta have a hot pair of shoes.
And that's my sentiments exactly. And when I talked to Sean, she said the same thing. It's just like the shoe makes the outfit. You can put on whatever else in between, but if the shoe is something that everyone remembers, so it has to be banging.
Sean was laughing at me because I couldn't wear heels when I was pregnant with KJ because my stomach was so big, and so I put on a pair of Louboutins last week, these new ones that came out, and she's like, Are you seriously walking like that? She's like, you need a lesson. If you get your swag back, girl. And, trying to put my heels back on was funny because I hadn't worn them in so long. And, Louboutin, you can make the shoes a little bit more comfortable, to be quite honest. But,
I agree.
Like, Gucci shoes are probably, in YSL, they're like the most comfortable pair of shoes ever. You can wear them all night.
Really?
They'd be killing your damn feet.
Yeah, I haven't tried Gucci or YSL, but I love Giuseppe, and I feel like his shoes is a pair that you could wear all night as well. They're just...
Yep, I agree. And I love Giuseppe's flip-flops. That's what I wore when I was pregnant.
Oh,
every day.
his
I wore
flip-flops.
those and the Chanel flip-flops.
So, like, when you're not taping, do you wear flip-flops, or do you try to stick to your heels 24/7?
No, I gotta be honest, filming for so long, doing my spin-off and doing Housewives and doing some of them at the same time, that, like, right now, I have a pair of Nikes and some sweatpants and a tank top, running around now.
That's how...
Unless I'm doing, like, big things, like I gotta go somewhere and something like that, I'm not, for us sitting meetings with sweatpants on and sneakers. Like, I'm tired, but, that's where Sean comes into play.
Yeah, definitely.
Sean's like, no, honey, you are not walking out the door looking like that. You're going to be putting some heels on. So I used to, before KJ, having a baby, I mean, he's 8 months old, and running around like I do, being in 6-inch heels is not ideal for me right now, especially trying to carry a 30-pound baby around,
Right. I think you have to give your foot.
I'm an Ugg person. I love Ugg boots. I love all the sequin Ugg boots they got. I got black, I got silver, gold. I think I'm a big fan of Ugg boots too, running around, because I just think they're cute. You can put them on with something in, when I'm running around. But if I have to go somewhere, I definitely have a pair of heels on. There's no doubt.
Yeah, I have on a pair of Uggs right now. I had to travel to LA today for an event, and so I'm sitting in my hotel room chilling in my Uggs, and they're so freaking comfortable. Best for that long flight from the East Coast over here.
Exactly right. I used to wear heels on flights. I used to do, and I still, like I said, having a baby just kind of, changes that. But I'll make sure I'm on my A game. I didn't have a stylist. I didn't have a, I worked with Sean a couple times, but when I got pregnant with KJ, I just was like, okay, I need some help. I need you to come and just put all my stuff together. And now I'm like addicted to her. She does Kroy, my husband. She does my girls. She does KJ. She just makes my life so much easier.
I could only imagine.
And I'm fussy as hell. Like, when I tell you I'm fussy as hell, I'm fussy as hell. And she really is the best in the biz.
Well, when I spoke to her, she definitely said she enjoys working with you guys. You guys are like one of her favorite celebrity couples to work with right now. So she definitely said she enjoys it. So whatever you guys are doing together is working, so keep it up. And you have been
a whole wedding party too. She did the wedding party, she did the in-laws, she did my parents. I mean, she styled the whole wedding party and part of the family.
I can't wait to see it.
That was a big job in a short amount of time. She did that in 8 weeks.
Right. I cannot wait to see it, because it's going to be on your new show, right?
Yeah, that airs in April.
And it's Don't Be Tardy for the wedding?
Yes. Bravo.
Is it going to be... more than just the wedding on it, or is it going to go out and show kind of your everyday life, or is it just all about the wedding only?
Well, all I can really say is it is obviously a lot about the wedding, but it's my everyday life and kind of the roles that everybody plays in it, and just kind of what people go through.
Okay.
You know, I'm playing wedding. I mean, there's some drama and stress, but the actual, there's some surprises too.
Okay.
So it'll be, it's gonna be fun.
Definitely. And so, will this be your last season on The Housewives? Since you kind of, to us, it looks like you've outgrown the show. You fell in love, and we love the relationship that you and Kroy have. I think it's amazing, and it was amazing for us to see that. You know, it was just amazing for us to get to watch your transformation, and you seem so in love. And as a fan, we couldn't be happier for you. And I think I speak for all of your fans when I say that.
Thank you. I think we're pretty lucky too to have it all caught on camera. I mean, I really did meet Kroy at that charity event. That was the first time I'd ever seen him. So I think we're really, blessed to have most of our lives caught on camera and professional footage of it nonetheless. But my contract, I still have a contract, so I don't think I'll be leaving Housewives.
Okay. Well, that's good. Gotta keep you in and making your money, so I just didn't know if the spin-off.
Yeah, it's fun. I am in a different place. I mean, having a baby, and, obviously I was at home a lot more with the baby, and I didn't go to Africa with the girls because I had a 7-week-old son at the time. I was breastfeeding. Kroy was in football camp, and I was home by myself with, the 3 kids. So, there's things that I didn't get to do or didn't want to do because I had a new baby.
Right. And
I'm a little different. I don't like to leave my babies in their lap at all.
And so how is the introduction back to motherhood? How has that been for you? Because, how old is Brielle? She's pretty... Ariana, she's a little...
15, and Brielle will be 15 at the end of the month, and Ariana is 10. So, it was great. I had both my girls by the time I was 23, and I was a single mom, and I was, working 2 jobs, and with KJ, it was just, it's been so great. My patience is definitely, I have a lot more patience now being 33 than I did when I was 23, and I just enjoy every milestone. And then having a boy, and then, loving Kroy and having Kroy in my life too. I mean, it's great. It's great. It's like I have two families. My girls are older, they're independent, they kind of do their own thing, and then I have this baby, and it's great.
Oh, that's good.
I really do have everything I could ever dream of.
So are you guys really looking into your psychic's advice about having another baby, or are you going to hold off on that for now?
We would love, more children, God willing, and, Rose has never been wrong, so who knows?
I know. That's awesome, though.
She's crazy accurate.
I know. How did you find her? Like,
they're my very best friend in about, probably 11 years ago, and I've been going to her for 11 years.
Oh, wow.
I mean, she told me I was going to meet Kroy. She told me I was going to meet somebody younger. One of his initials would start, his middle name, his first, middle, or last name would start with an E. Mm-hmm. And I said there was no way, and I would have a son with him, and we would be married. And she kept saying, "Are you ready to get married? You ready to have this baby?" And I was like, "You're crazy." And Kroy's middle name is Evan.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Which is funny. It's an E. He's younger, and I've never dated somebody younger in my life. So Rose is just crazy.
It's amazing how accurate she is. Like, that's definitely a gift, and you're blessed to have her, be able to give you that kind of advice, because I know she's older and not taking on any more clients. So that's awesome that you have her.
She's not. People keep asking me, and it's like they think I'm being rude. Like, she doesn't take on any more clients. She was not prepared to be thrown into public eye. She charges very, very little and for readings, and says because she likes to help people. And, she's part of my family. She attended my wedding. She's not just like my psychic. If I have a problem or I want some advice on something, I call her on the phone. It's not like I have to go and have a reading with her. She gives sound advice because she is older. She's been through a lot.
Exactly. So what other projects are you working on outside of Real Housewives of Atlanta and Don't Be Tardy for the Wedding?
I have a new song coming out. the beginning of March. I worked with Jazzy Faye on that. So that'll be coming out. I have a book. It's titled "You Call Me a Gold Digger, You Just Want What I Have."
Oh, that's an awesome title.
That's coming out.
That title is awesome. I like that.
It's all about, my relationships and kind of how I got to where I am, and kind of for, women, and kind of, thought processes, and kind of how to find the perfect one. So those are my two big things. I have that watch line with Phosphor watches, and I've really still been taping. I've still been filming certain things for Housewives, and it's just been crazy.
Yeah, your schedule seems to be jam-packed, and then with baby KJ, I could only imagine how that magnifies things, and your time, it has to be very important. So
it is. I've been running crazy. I try to stay home with him as much as possible. I do a lot at my house. I have a lot of people come to my house, so I don't have to go see him very much. So it works out right now. People are very understanding, including Bravo.
That makes good sense, though. That makes sense. So back to your shoe fetish. When did you first realize shoes was the thing for you? You love shoes.
I think I've always loved shoes. I mean, I probably became pretty obsessed with shoes. I'd say probably about 10 years ago, the last 10 years. I think Louis Vuitton just killed it. I think that we needed that's just my taste, my style. I like Brian Atwood shoes too. I like a lot of his shoes. But I think Louis Vuitton put, an edge to shoes. He's changed things up a little bit, so I think my obsession is getting progressively worse.
Is it safe to call him your favorite designer at the moment?
No, for sure.
Definitely. And so,
yeah.
With shoes, would you ever consider doing your own shoe line, or partnering with someone to create a shoe line so that you can style a Kim-inspired shoe for us?
I've been asked to do a shoe line recently, and I'm just going to leave that to Louis Vuitton. I want to focus. I do want to do a clothing line, a baby boy clothing line with Sean, and that's what kind of we're working on right now. But the shoes, I just feel like to buy them. I don't really want to design them right now. As much as I love them and as passionate as I am about them, I just don't want to design them. I'd rather just go pick them up.
Just go and get them.
He does such a damn good job that I'll leave it to him.
That's true. And so, are you a Neiman's girl, or do you typically go to boutiques and buy shoes? How do you shop for your shoes?
I used to shop a lot, and now I don't even leave my house to go shopping. Sean really does that for me. I have always hated shopping. Always hated it. Always hated going to the mall and shopping. I just don't like it. I shop online a lot, if I have to, but Sean really has stepped in the last year and a half or so, and just kind of, she gets access to all the hottest shoes first. She gets access to a lot of things. And so she knows my taste. She knows what I like. And so she'll bring them over before they're even really available. Or there was this Louis Vuitton shoe, this collector I wanted recently, and I said, Sean, I have to have this shoe. And she got it for me, and it was sold out, gone, not available, and Sean got it. So
when can we expect you to rock that shoe?
I actually rocked that shoe on my show at the dress rehearsal.
Oh, really? So
not the dress rehearsal, the rehearsal dinner. I'm sorry, I'm a dancer. I always say dress rehearsal. Rehearsal dinner. Babe, we're going to have to sit in this traffic.
So we'll get to see it on your show in April when it comes out.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah. So any other things you would like to share with us to kind of give people that the show, reality shows a certain character and they paint you in a certain light, but are there any things or any words of encouragement you'd like to leave with us so that we know who Kim is? I think everyone, after seeing you so many seasons, have a good idea, but just if you wanted to leave a personal message behind.
I think what people need to realize is, I used to like my cigarettes, and I still like a glass of wine every now and again. But having a baby and being pregnant changes your life. They're like, Kim's a different person. No, having a child slows you down. Being pregnant slows you down. Falling in love and spending your days with somebody slows you down, So I think that, people this season have really gotten to see. I've always been that mom to my girls that I am to KJ. I've always done these things. When your children are a little bit older, you're able to go and have a glass of wine and do things. When you have a baby, you're on lockdown almost.
Right.
And I think that people just need to understand that I'm not a different person. I've always been the same person. I'm just wasn't in situations this year because I did have a new baby. I wasn't in South Africa fighting with the women because I was at home with my newborn son. So, it's to say that in a couple of years from now when KJ gets a little bit older and he's in school that, I won't get in an argument again too. I mean, I'm still that feisty person, but I definitely, my priorities have definitely changed and they're going to stay that way for quite some time.
Well,
And they don't paint you into a character. I think that what people need to understand is what you see is real. There's nothing in there that's scripted, and there's nothing in there that, they don't make you say and do things. Some of it is edited, but what you see is what you get. Like I said that, I did do that. That stands for everybody.
Right.
They don't make you do those things where people are like, they do edit a little bit, but you said it, you did it.
Definitely. So, own up to your actions. How, being on this show and stuff, how has it really changed your life, your everyday life? Do you feel like it's been adding great value to it, or do you feel like it just, brought your face out there, but you were still the same person?
It's really changed my life as far as, going shopping. Just going to the mall and shopping has changed me. I'm not really able to do that. And I always take pictures with my fans. I never say no. And, going to dinner, going to restaurants, it's really changed my life. And then if they're not a Housewives fan, they're a Falcon fan. So it's like, it's just down. But it's really been such a blessing. I mean, how many people can say that they get paid to film their life? I get to stay at home and film my life and really what I'm doing. And I get paid great money for it. So it's really a blessing.
And so
it will come to an end at some point, So I'm trying to enjoy it while it lasts.
Definitely enjoy it while it lasts, and continue to maintain those friendships that you feel are important to you, because some ladies on the show you are truly friends with outside of the show, right?
Yeah, Sheree and I are friends, and Vader and I are friends, and Katie and I are friends. But I spent the most amount of time with Sheree over the last 10 years. She's been a really good friend of mine.
Well, that's awesome.
And I don't think people realize that. Like, we have a very solid friendship, a very honest friendship. Yes, I've said things about her. She said things about me, and we've had our little tips here and there. But behind the scenes, and at the end of the day, her and I have our friendship is the longest. I've known her just as long as I've known Nene.
Oh.
But Sheree and I, there's lines that we've never crossed.
And those were the lines.
How mad we've gotten to each other.
And you and Nene crossed those lines, which makes it harder for you to rebuild that friendship, if ever.
Yeah, no, it's done.
It's done?
Oh. Yeah, it's done.
Well, long as you are happy with the fact that you gave it all you can, and, you were a great friend to her, that's all you can, hold on
Exactly right. I'm in a different place in my life, and I just want positive people around me, and that's it.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody deserves to have their wishes desired and have positive people and people who wish them the best around them at all times. So I wouldn't disagree with that.
Negativity.
Right. Right?
Okay. All right, honey. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Have a good day.
You too.